Shannon McNabb. This is my 1996 Hilux, which is my toy. I love spinning the wheels and making a bit of dust, all good fun. My passion for four-wheel driving started when we first went up to the Cape. We took a BT50, loved it, but it was a new vehicle, so we felt that couldn't do a lot of the hardcore tracks. The things that in the BT50 that we couldn't do was obviously Gunshot and the Jardine River. The first time we went up and did Gunshot, we did one of the chicken tracks, but I felt defeated because we took a chicken track. So then we've actually gone and got the old farm ute, which was a 1986 Hilux. Me and a mate, Chris, we stripped it down, put lockers front and rear, 2-inch suspension lift, gave it a paint job, new tray, and put high steer in it. And that's, yeah, then we were ready for the Cape. So we took the little Hilux up to the Cape, did all the hardcore stuff, did Gunshot, did the Jardine River, had great fun doing it. It went beautiful, and yeah, drove it back home again. Two years ago, I was on holidays at Christmas and decided that needed a dual cab Hilux because family had come along, and just looked around and picked one up with 495,000 Ks on it, and yeah, 2 years later we got the vehicle we've got today. When I bought the vehicle, I did have a basic plan of what we were looking to do. I did get a little carried away with it in the build. I own my own engineering company, so we have CNC machinery, plasma cutters, CAD programming. Also, I guess we've got a bunch of talented guys who can also, I guess, help make what I'm after a reality. So in the build, we ended up, I guess, going away from what most people do with Hiluxes and so on. We ended up actually going to an IFS suspension in the front. The IFS suspension setup was actually, I guess, copied a bit from what they're doing in the Ultra 4 racing in the US. Top-end race cars are now going to IFS, so I looked at that, and that was my inspiration for, I guess, putting IFS in the front of a 1996 Hilux. So some of the mods we've done on the Hilux, one is, I guess, the engine, which is a 1UZ 4-litre V8 out of a Toyota Sora. We chose that motor because it's been done multiple times before, which means that most of the parts are interchangeable and easy to source. The motor is coupled to an auto out of a Toyota 4Runner. The reason we chose that auto is that it has a hydraulic transfer case, which means that you can change from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive on the go, and it doesn't bind up or anything like that, so it makes 4-wheel driving quite easy. In the front, we're running a IFS suspension. It's running a 200 series front diff, which has been shortened, with 200 series CVs with lengthened axles, which we actually made in-house. And I guess all your A-arms are all been custom made out of chrome moly. In the rear of the vehicle, we have a 4-link rear with king shocks and bypass shocks, which has worked very well. So me and my wife really enjoy four-wheel driving. I guess I love doing up vehicles, modding them, and heading out on the tracks, and I guess we really enjoy camping, and so I think it'll be something that we'll be doing for many years to come. It's a great family experience. So we're planning to go on another trip now. We sort of really enjoy our four-wheel driving camping, so we're planning to do another trip, I guess a 3-month trip, and we're planning to sort of, I guess, head out to Ayers Rock, do the Simpson, up to Darwin, across the Kimberley, do Cape York again because we love it up there, and then head back down the coast, back down to Brizzy, and I guess Fraser Island will be in there. So that's sort of what we're planning to do in another few months. So we're really looking forward to that. Also, we head out with other families most of the time. It's great. All the kids get together. We get together. It's a really good lifestyle.